Today on OC News,
Tensions were high in D.C. at the State of the Union address.
Daily Titan alum travels to Milan to cover his first Olympic Games.
Fraternity and Sorority Life hosts their annual award banquet celebrating chapters' achievements. All this and more, OC News starts now.
This just now in tech news.
First responder on the
Police
There's been a lot of collaborative efforts.
I feel blessed to be here in Fullerton.
Brought to you by the
Broadcast journalism students at Cal State Fullerton. OC News starts right now.
Hello, welcome to the first OC News late show of the semester. I'm Bache Sapanian.
And I'm Samantha Vo. Thank you for joining us tonight. Tensions were high during President Trump's lengthy State of the Union address, with the nation watching multiple confrontations took place. Before the speech began, Democratic Representative Al Green was ejected for holding a sign in response to a controversial post by Trump on Truth Social. As Trump spoke on immigration, Representatives Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib yelled in disapproval. The clashes were a result of Democratic anger at Trump's economic and immigration policies. Trump, in response, said Democrats should be ashamed. Many Democratic seats were empty as they chose to skip the event. FBI agents searched the home and offices of LAUSD Superintendent Alberto Carvajal early this morning. The Department of Justice confirmed that warrants were issued for the school district's headquarters. The reason for the searches is unknown. Federal agents were seen carrying cardboard boxes at Carvajal's San Pedro home. The district released a statement saying that they are cooperating with the investigation. LAUSD is the second largest district in the nation, overseeing over 400,000 students. Carvajal has been superintendent since 2022.
Daily Titan editor-in-chief alumni Jordan Mendoza covered his first Olympic Games. David Martinez has the story.
Inside one of the biggest venues at the Winter Olympics, Jordan Mendoza is covering figure skating at the world stage. But before Milan, before USA Today, there was the Daily Titan.
I just have the mentality of like, my favorite story is the next one I'm going to write.
That mindset started in Fullerton. At the Daily Titan, Mendoza worked his way up like few ever had, from sports editor to editor-in-chief, and eventually senior editor. He wasn't just covering games. He was leading a newsroom through protests, breaking news, and a pandemic.
I learned so many valuable tools about just how to become a reporter, and it was all just like really on the fly. I'm forever grateful for it, and I definitely am not in this position right now if I don't do what I did at Cal State Fullerton and with the Daily Titan.
It was that ability to adapt that got him here to Milan. When USA Today called needing someone for figure skating coverage, Mendoza was the one to pick up, and he did it knowing that in just under a week he'd be getting married.
They told me today, and I was like, gotta talk to my fiance about this because we're getting married. And so when I was nervous to talk to her about it, but when I told her, she's like, you have to do this. You have to. It only makes sense for us to do it.
Since August, Mendoza has immersed himself in figure skating, from learning scoring systems to studying athletes and their relationships. Because for him, it's never about just the event. It's about the people inside it.
To me, I have those moments where I'm really proud of a story, and I'm like, man, I feel like I really did a really good job on it, and I'm like, all right, let's do the next. What's the next one? Let me tackle that one.
And even now, covering the Olympics, his focus hasn't changed. From the newsroom at Cal State Fullerton to the Olympic Games in Milan, the stage is bigger, the deadlines are tighter, but the mindset hasn't changed.
Reporting in Milan, this is David Martinez with OC News.
Spring sports are underway at CSUF. Stay with us for some early results.
And the rain has stopped, but the question is for how long? When we will take a look when we come back.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut, the one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
I have a question about.
Welcome back. ASI has increased funding for their spring scholarships, allowing more students the opportunity to receive aid. Reporter Lizette Virgin has more.
As tuition and living costs continue to rise, students at CSUF have the opportunity to ease some financial stress through the ASI Scholarship Program. The application period opened up January 5th and will be closing soon on March 1st. With the ASI Student Wellness Initiative, an additional $100,000 has been added to this year's funding. An increasing number of students will be able to receive support to cover their educational costs.
No surprise that everything is really expensive. So trying to help out every student in some manner, especially financially, is kind of our goal for ASI.
These scholarships allow students to balance their school and personal life.
Scholarships like this help a lot, like not only with like having fun stuff, like I said, but in being able to actually live life instead of just like survive through it, but the ability to like be able to like afford food and housing is like such a big thing.
I know I've done it before, but I didn't realize how easy it was. So I think just knowing that it's a pretty simple process. Online applications are available for current and incoming CSUF students through the CSUF portal login. Applications close this Sunday, so be sure to take advantage of the aid that CSUF has to offer. With OC News, I am Lizette Virgin.
It seems like the sun has come out of hiding for this week, so it might be time to break out your swimsuit, Titans. We'll pass it on to Leslie in weather with this week's upcoming forecast.
Thank you, Samantha. Now let's get into this week's sunny forecast. Today's a hot one, Titans, but temperatures are starting to cool down for this evening. Currently, we are at 74 degrees, and today's temperature reached a low of 52 degrees, with winds up to 6 miles per hour. The humidity for this evening is at 56%, and if you didn't catch it this morning, the sun came out of hiding at 6:24 a.m. and will set at 5:44 p.m. today. Also, Titans, it's time to take out your sunscreen because beach days are ahead. This week's forecast is full of clear, sunny skies. Thursday's forecast, you can expect a high of 84 and a low of 56. Friday will reach the highest temperature, peaking at 89 degrees, so don't forget your SPF. Saturday's weather will slightly decline in temperatures, peaking at 83 degrees with a low of 61. Sunday's forecast, the sun will still be out, but temperatures will drop again, peaking at 76 degrees with a low of 57. Monday's temps will drop to a high of 69 degrees with a low of 55, so expect it to be a little bit more chilly on campus. It might be a good idea to bring a jacket. So Titans, grab your friends and some sunscreen for this weekend and head to the beaches now. Back to you, Vache.
Leslie, thank you. We have to get that sunscreen. As study abroad programs are on the rise at CSUF, some say the biggest challenges isn't choosing a destination, but figuring out how to pay for it. Carla Barrera has the story.
At CSUF, study abroad programs can come with additional costs beyond tuition, including airfare, housing, and program fees. On the website for CSUF International Education and Engagement, financial aid is addressed in a dedicated 5-question section, with cost-related information appearing repeatedly throughout the FAQ page. For some students, those expenses come at a time when living costs across Southern California remain high. Even as they plan to leave, financial obligations at home remain. Students who have navigated the process say planning early can help.
think something very important that I did when I was studying abroad is I was always checking the resources that were available, such as scholarships and opportunities. I think those really made my experience more enjoyable because I was able to enjoy some extra funds.
For others, preparation starts even before admissions decisions are released. Some students say they start taking steps at work and at home to prepare for expenses they may face later.
So admission decisions haven't came out yet, but I've already started preparing by putting some money away from my job, just saving some money. And I've also even asked for a raise at my job, just kind of in preparation for everything.
For students planning to go abroad, the application may have closed in February, but the financial planning starts much earlier. From CSUF, I'm Carla Beretta for OC News.
I heard a lot about our sports teams this weekend, and Debiana Gabriel has sports updates. Let's toss it on over to her.
First up to bat on today's update is CSUF's baseball team, who played in a 4-game series this weekend against Stanford. The series ended in a draw, with Stanford and Cal State Fullerton each winning their games 3-4. This comes after Titans lost 3 of 4 games against Cal Baptist in a series that took place a week before. The Titans will play next Friday against Xavier University at 6 p.m. In a more concrete win, the CSUF women's basketball team swept Cal State Bakersfield in its second season sweep against the school. The Titans played Cal State Bakersfield twice this season in games resulting in scores of 92-87 and 60-57 respectively. Titans maintained a lead in quarters 3-4, with sophomore Christina Jones making notable contributions to the final score, scoring 21 of the total 60 points. The women's basketball team will face Hawaii University this Saturday on February 28th at 6 p.m. Donald Trump announced he would be awarding the Presidential Medal of Freedom to the U.S. men's hockey team, its goalkeeper following a historic Olympic win. However, correspondence with the president has left the team on thin ice. The president stated that he would award Connor Hellebuck the medal at the State of the Union address, while 20 members from the Olympic hockey team were visiting. During the game, Hellebuck made 41 saves to contribute to the first men's hockey gold in almost 50 years. Controversy arose when Trump made a call to the team after the game and joked about having to bring the women's team to the White House to accompany the men's team. The women's team, who also won a gold medal against Canada, has declined the White House's invitation. That's all I have for you today. I'm going to skate on out of here and send it back to you, Bache and Samantha.
Coming up, Bruno Mars and Shakira have some of the biggest hits ever, and these stars are making headlines again, but for different reasons.
And at CSUF, award season is here and it's helping to build a community. Don't go anywhere.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our every day.
Things are getting rough out here with exam season, but it looks like Jenny Guzman has found a solution for stressed out students looking to catch a break. Take it away.
Students had the chance to debrief from their study sessions today in the library and hang out with some furry friends.
The doggy therapists are in and ready to deliver relaxing treats to stressed out students looking for some relaxation time ahead of exam season.
I think that it was a really nice break, and the dogs were well trained, and so it's a calming environment, and they're chill and they stay, and it's just nice to have that relaxation.
The two doggy therapists out here today are part of the Pet Prescription Team, a nonprofit organization that provides pet therapy for those in need, such as college students looking to get their minds off of school.
Especially ahead of tests, and yeah, it's a nice break from studying and school and that kind of thing.
These doggy therapy sessions at school have expanded all across campus to reach more and more students during busy exam seasons.
Yeah, we started in the library, visiting in the library, and then we expanded out to the CAPS program. And we're just all over campus. Sometimes we're out in the middle of the campus. We've been over in the art area. We've been way in the front of the school in some building upstairs on a patio. Yeah, all around.
These events are open to all students, so don't worry if you missed out on this first event. The next one will be held on March 19th at noon in the Humanities Quad. Reporting for OC News, I'm Jenny Guzman, sending it back to you guys at the desk.
Coming back, a familiar face that I could have sworn was just here. Anyways, here's Christian Elias again with Entertainment. Christian.
Thank you, Vance. I'm back like I never left, unfortunately. But let's take a leap into the new site, into the infamous Wasteland. The anniversary edition of Fallout 4 has officially released on the Nintendo Switch 2 and the first Fallout game that follows the main story to be on the Nintendo platform. The game is priced at $59.99, while other different platforms also have access to the original version of the game and the Game of the Year edition. The new edition of Fallout provides viewers insight of the characters and locations you'll get to witness along the path as you play. The Anniversary Edition will include brand new additions, such as 6 new expansions like Far Harbor and Automatron, along with over 150 club creation items. If there's one thing I hate, it's terrible liars. But these hips definitely don't lie. Superstar sensation Shakira will go forward with their free concert at Zocalo in Mexico City on March 1st, despite the recent events involving the cartel. Shakira previously performed in Zocalo back in 2007, where she drew a record-breaking 210,000 fans. This concert was long overdue, as she was supposed to host in August of last year, but the city's government said that it had not been organized at the time. Shakira was also chosen to headline the Rio de Janeiro's Copacabana Beach concert this year, following Lady Gaga and Madonna from the past 2 years. Keeping in the realm of the music world, Vegas makes a change that will leave you dying with a smile. To honor one of the world's biggest artists, in-park revenue in Las Vegas will be renamed to Bruno Mars Drive, according to MGM Resorts. The council approved the name change to honor a figure that had strong relations to the city's entertainment through his residency performances and being considered as one of the most memorable entertainers in the city's history. Additional information has been denied by MGM Resorts that includes the exact location of the name change on park revenue or information about the new street signs. Expect diehard fans to be hoarding the Las Vegas Strip to witness history for a man who would catch a grenade for you. Sadly, I wasn't able to attend the Grammys due to personal reasons because a guy like me is super busy, but I was fortunate enough to attend the fraternity and sorority life honors to get a grasp of Greek councils and committees with a couple of these individuals and chapters ringing the gong in further awards.
The Fraternity Sorority Life Honors was held last Friday at CSUF. Students had the opportunity to represent themselves and their chapter in hopes to win an award within a specific category. The event was represented by the IFC, Panhellenic, and Multicultural Greek Councils, which also provided a way for students to seek new relations and connections to better strengthen the community.
I hope it would inspire people to consider joining the FSL community, as it's not just partying, there's more to it. Philanthropy, service, social events, there's a lot of good things behind things that might be portrayed as bad, but overall it's an amazing experience and I would definitely recommend anyone to try it.
Fraternity and sorority life isn't just about who we are in our chapters, but it's what we become because of them and finding different ways to represent the chapter and ourselves.
Chapters may submit nominations for chapter awards, and students can either self-nominate or be nominated by their peers for individual awards such as Member of the Year, Emerging Leader, Campus Involvement, and others.
I thought it went pretty well. I feel like everyone was deserving of their award. I feel like I was really engaged too, and usually I have a very short attention span, so I thought it went really well.
Different programs around school are coordinated and managed by the FSL team that aims to provide CSUF FSL students and their chapters with the information and resources they need to succeed during their time as a member. This is Christian Elias with OC News, signing off.
Was a fun event to go to, especially the food. Speaking of hungry, doing both shows, it's pretty exhausting. I'm sending it back to the desk with you guys.
Wow, that banquet food looked really good, and also the Hip Zone Live was so good, we had to invite you back to our late show. Christian, thank you.
Yeah, and the awards were really nice, but they would look nicer on my desk.
Yeah, it might time to join. Well, thank you for tuning in to OC News this week. My name is Vache Sapanian.
And my name is Samantha Vo. Make sure to follow us on social media at Titan TV CSUF and OC News CSUF. Thanks again for joining us, and have a great night.